Hello, everyone, and welcome to a live watch long show on Football Talk podcast. My name is Ozzie, and I'm your host for this evening. Apologies for the slight delay, lost track of time. The game has begun, still 0-0, so hopefully I haven't missed any action of the early parts of the game. So what I'll do now is I'll present the score board, but also let me go through the lines. I've actually not seen the lineup myself, so um, let's see, who is starting today. Of course, I can see the players on the pitch right now, but let's go through it in more detail together. So let me bring it up for you guys. And also be interested to see, what the setup is um, in regards to Man City, to what formation they're playing. So let's share the screen together. So let's make that bigger. So in terms of Man City, of course we'll go with the home team first. Donnarumma in goal. Then you've got Nunes on the right, which is no surprise. That is where we've predominantly playing so far this season. You've got O'Reilly, who starts at left back, which I thought may have been the case, but I was thinking maybe they would have gone for Aït instead. And you've got Gavardio and Diaz completing the back line. And in your midfield three, you've got Nico Gonzalez, Bernardo Silva. Okay, that's a surprise there. Phil Foden, Cherki, Haaland, and Doku up top. And for Liverpool, it's Mamadashvili in goal. And then you've got Robbo, Van Dijk, Kanate, Bradley in your back line, McAllister, Groundberg, Verts on the left, Szoboszlai in the 10, Salah on the right, and Katike in the middle. So same lineup as the game against Real Madrid. So firstly, very, very pleased with that. Now, in regards to the bench, let's look at City. They've got Trafford, Reinders, Stones, Ake, Mamouche, Aït there now, Savino, Oscar Bob, and Rico Lewis. So they've definitely got some interesting players in their lineup. And in terms of Liverpool, you've got Joe Gomez, Endo, Kirkes, Isak makes a return. That is a surprise. I was not expecting him to be available for this fixture, but that's a nice, pleasant surprise. I'm sure he'll be involved at some capacity, even if it's for like 10 or 20 minutes. I'm sure he will be involved today. Then you've got Chiesa, Jones, Gakpo, Freddie Woodman, and Rio and Gamoa as well. So interesting uh, selection from both teams. I think in terms of Man City, I don't think this is the shit that they'll play. Well, obviously, we'll look at the game in more detail. Um, I see as where Nico and Bernardo Silva play in the double pivot, and then you got Foden in the 10, Cherki on the right, and Doku on the left. That's what I would go with. Currently, that's what it looks like as well. You've got Bernardo Silva on the right side of that double pivot alongside Nico Gonzalez. Yeah, because that's pretty much the formation they've been playing. They've been playing 4-2-3-1 this season. So, yeah, we'll be slightly surprised they would have gone for that setup. And plus, with the personnel that they have selected, we've got Doku trying to get past Kanate, but McAllister makes that huge clearance there. So it's in terms of score predictions, I went with a goal fest. I predicted a 2-2 result today. So let's see, what the game entails. But yeah, let's hope Liverpool can continue their good form from last week, as well as last weekend, which of course we started our winning streak, beating Aston Villa, and we continue on to play, or should I say, win against Real Madrid in the Champions League. Just got a few comments here from Ozzie and Kamak. Big up Ozzie and Kamak as always. He says, perfect opportunity, Ozzie, to capitalize on Arsenal's dropped points. Totally agree with you there. We're getting pinned to our own half. At the minute, yeah, from what I can see, it's all City right now. They are applying the pressure, which you expect from the home team. Of course, with the quality that Man City possess, we're going to be have to be a bit patient today. We're not going to play our natural game throughout the 90 minutes. So I think we've got to be a bit more patient. Florian Wirtz is on the ball on that left hand side. 2 against 1 there. And that's what's going to happen a lot. I think they are going to try and gang up on Wirtz during the game so he doesn't have as much influence. Doku up against Conor Bradley. Good ball there to Foden and Van Dijk. Dominant as ever, sweeping Foden out of the way and making sure the ball rolls out for a goal kick. It's going to be an interesting test for Conor Bradley. Of course, he pretty much had Vinicius Junior in his back pocket. Might still have him there, to be honest with you. But he's got another tricky customer in Doku, who I think is probably close to Vinicius Junior in terms of one-on-one dribbling ability. So, it's going to be a similar test. So let's bring up the scoreboard. Oh, Salah's through on goal. No. Liverpool defense trying to slow the game down, which we'll have to do today. We can't play to their tempo, otherwise we will get demolished. So we have to try and dictate the play and play it to our speed, where it's not going to be as frantic as it has been the last couple of games. I think this is going to be a bit more strategic, a bit more tactical from our part. Doku up against Bradley. There you go, Bradley. Oh no, Kanate makes a huge mistake there. No, it's not a foul. He falls to ground. Szoboszlai with a block. Kanate, what was he doing there? Bradley had that covered. Was not needed. And the goalkeeper doesn't do us any wonders either in that moment. I think they're thinking that it could be a penalty as Szoboszlai made that block, but yeah, Kanate just didn't need to be there. Nah, dog could fall to ground. The penalty pill would be the no, he completely missed him. Really? I do not think that's a penalty. That was the slightest of touches. Obviously, that is what you know differentiates from it being a penalty or not. But look, he didn't fall onto that one, so that wasn't the foul. I'm not gonna lie, that's soft if that's given. That is annoying. I'm still not convinced. I'm not just being a biased fan here. It's the slightest of touches. Looks like it's gonna be a penalty. Let's see what he said. We get to hear him now, isn't it? Let's let him talk. BS. I think that's harsh. I think that's really, really harsh. Man dove as soon as he felt the tip of Bangladesh's boot. Ozzie. Yeah, I don't think that was a foul. It's different when a player comes there and then you trip over someone's body part. That's literally what's happened, right? And I think it's the faintest of touches. So I think that's incorrect. Well, let's hope Mamardashvili can make up for men's there. He is renowned to be a good shot stopper from set pieces. So Hannah steps up. Fantastic save! Come on! Come on, Mamardashvili. What a save! Oh, piss off. He did not come off the line early. No, his foot was on the line. He was actually behind the line. No. Justice has been served. In my opinion, that was not a penalty at all. Vernon Bradley. I was in kind of comments. Ball don't lie, Ozzie was never penalty. It never was. It really wasn't. So, you know, justice has been served. Mohamed actually produces a fantastic save there. No, I still think it's harsh. Call me biased. I still think that's harsh. That should not have been a penalty. He just read the body language really well. You knew he was going to go into that corner as well, just the way his body was shaped. I book him for that. What a dirty tackle that was from Bernardo Silva, the little rat. There was more contact there and nothing happened. Honestly. Hello, hello, hello. Can you still? Yes. Sorry, I just had to fix my mic there. And then like boost the ball over. Wasn't a shot by up going towards Donnarumma. Going to Liverpool. Kanate needs to be careful there. That build up play to the penalty was from his error of I'll say judgment in terms of where the ball was position because Conor Bradley had that covered, in my opinion. He didn't need to boot, and if he did want to make that clearance, don't boot onto the player. Come on now. So yeah, we got lucky there in that moment, but I think in terms of penalty, it should have been a penalty. And Mohamed really showed his quality as a shot stopper, producing a great save to arguably one of the most lethal strikers in world football. So yeah, great moment there for the Georgian keeper. Turkey having to drop deep. He's literally in between the two centre backs there to try and dictate play or get involved in the game. Good pass from Doku. Good block there from Van Dijk and Konate combined there, I think it was. Touch from Brown Burke. Misplaced pass there. Maguire, I think it was. Interesting tactics there from Man City. They're marking very tight on the defenders apart from Konate. They want Konate to be on the ball. Maybe they've viewed him as a weak link in our defense line. Lovely touch on Verts. Verts. Poor through ball there. TK. Just great strength there. Lovely turn there from Robertson. But needs to switch it over to the other flank, in my opinion. City defending in their own half. Haaland's helping out. Salah up against O'Reilly. Salah to McAllister. Caught in two minds in terms of either laying off someone or hitting across. Ended up finding McAllister. Lovely pass. Oh, so was I tries to flick it back to Burks. Yeah, too many bodies in that City defense. Coming there from Ozzie saying Ozzie, they're just cutting through our midfield. Way too easy, man. Yeah. We've not looked as compact today. But at the same time, they're defending in numbers as well. So it's going to be a tit for tat type of game. O'Reilly seems like he's picked up an injury, possible hamstring injury there. So could see Nuri possibly replace him. Huge moment for Pep Guardiola. With 1,000th game as a manager. Huge achievement there for the Spanish coach. Yeah, he looks like. Oh, I thought it was a hamstring. It might be a calf injury, but nonetheless, I don't think he'll be playing any further minutes today. Van Dijk overplays it there to Salah, which is very unusual. Normally, it's a routine move there from Van Dijk to Salah. Looks like he wants to continue. Hmm. Overplayed there by Robbo. Turkey trying to do a piece of skill there, but blocked by Verts. It's crazy. I was gonna say last summer, but as in a few months ago, we were speculating that Cherky was going to be a Liverpool signing, and many thought that Verts was going to be a Man City signing. And it's gone another way. Cherky's joined City, and we've actually ended up signing Verts. So never saw that coming, to be brutally honest with you. But I'm all for it, to be fair. I think we've got the better player. Even though I do really rate Cherky, I think he's a very talented player. Haha, but also overplays it there. Mm. Allen on the ball, good control to Foden. Foden lays it off to Doku on that left-hand side, up against Conor Bradley. Conor Bradley gets the block, but also drags him to the ground. I think that's the corner kick. Conor Bradley to do better there. And be a bit stronger in those tackles. He made a block there, but to be fair, he does foul in there, but the referee's not going to see that, is he? Wearing blue shades today. Corner kick taken by Cherky. Head away by Konate. Not the best of clearances, to be honest with you. Foden gets tackled by Salah. Salah. Couldn't get it past Gonzalez there. Verts to McAllister. Back to Verts. Lovely turn by Verts. Come on now. It's fouled by two players there. Nico Gonzalez booked there. Seriously, both of them should have got yellow. Bernardo Silva made the initial block. And then Nico Gonzalez tripped him over. Bradley. Good idea. Trying to lay it off to Ekatike. This O'Reilly guy trying it. Matestin is on the right hand side. So we'll see right now. Playing more of the possession. They got the goal. I think it was a deflected goal there. I think it hit off Canate. It's annoying. Have a look at the replay. I think I don't know. It looks like Canate hit it onto him. Yeah. I'm not sure whose goal that was, but doesn't really matter. It's 1-0 to City. I have to say that's an error from Canate. Might sound harsh when I say that, but like he tried to make a header clearance and had no idea where the ball was. So for me, that's a concern. And look, he's looked really shaky today as well. And that's the concern with Konate. He's so inconsistent this season. He'll have a couple of good games, then he falls back to just being a bit of a mess on the pitch. Turkey through to Holland. Oh, come on. Holland to Doku. That could have gone anywhere, to be honest with you. Conor Bradley. Nice pass to Salah. Salah to Verts. Take a shot. Ah, that took slightly too long in that moment there. Robbo, nice pass. Oh, was that just over his head there? There's Nunes. Oh, frustrating first half an hour of the game, to be honest. Yeah, it's a foul. No arguments there. Doku to O'Reilly. City play out. The, take the ball out of play now. Throw into Liverpool. Hmm. Excuse me. Now turn the ball. Yeah, we're playing so deep right now due to City's pressure and pressing. Foul on Doku by McAllister. Fortunately gets a yellow. I don't think it's a yellow, but definitely a foul. Hmm. Doku tries to pass it to Nunes, unable to do so. Robbo to Szoboszlai. Nice pass to McAllister. Salah on the ball. No real cohesion from Liverpool's play right now. It was very static, not really moving around, creating space. Salah tries the low cross there, blocked by O'Reilly. Liverpool with a corner kick. Hopefully, we can capitalize and equal the score. The corner kick. Not bad effort. Oh, what a goal! What a goal! Great header there from our captain. Unstoppable. Unstoppable. Great corner from Salah. Doesn't normally take that many. What's going on? VAR check for what? For what? Soft. No. No. You guys are milking it now. That is unstoppable, that header. He's not blocked his path at all. Plus, Doku's in the 6 yard area as well. So, what? Let's have a look. I need to see this because I'm not convinced that's right. No, I don't know. I feel like these referees make up the rules as the day goes on. So I don't know. Ridiculous. Look with the low cross. Good clearance by McAllister. Ozwrld confirming. Robertson offside there. Yeah, I need to see it again. Not entirely convinced by that. Good tackle by Verts. Great turn. Book him now. This guy just gets away with murder. Book him. Stupid rat. I honestly despise Bernardo Silva. Absolute dickhead of a person he is. Absolute shithead. Alistair. Towards light. Nice ball to Salah. He's onside. He's onside. Salah diverts. Flash. Oh, thought he was gonna have a crack on goal there. McAllister. No, McAllister should have shot there. Oh, guys. Mama Dashvili, what the hell was that? Well, not for getting out of your goal, but was he trying the outside his boot type pass? Not everyone can do Trivella's like Mohamed Salah. What the stuff you doing? He literally went into Conor Bradley's body without even having the ball there. Bizarre play there, honestly. Gonzalez with the long shot blocked by Konate. Very frustrating first half so far. Very frustrating. We've not been great, but we've not even been that bad to be trailing right now, in my opinion. Goal kick for Liverpool. Comment here from Ozan saying two horrendous calls going against us, still 1-0 Ozzie. Yeah, that's true. It could be worse, it could be worse. Of course, we could have considered that penalty, but it should be 1-1. That's the way I'm looking at it, more so than not. Salah. Conor Bradley keeps in play. No? Oh, Alistair. Konate to Robbo overplayed there. Nunez. Roland. Oh, 7 minutes. Well, he wasn't down for that long, was he? Turkey? 'Something needs to change. I'm trying to figure out tactically what needs to change, but once halftime comes, we can discuss that together. But Doku, 7 minutes of stoppage time, crazy. Oh, for God's sake! How do we let that in? Deflected shot. Both of the goals were deflected. Oh, you can't make this stuff up. Honestly, can't make this stuff up. What did that touch? Van Dijk. Oh, 'I said game over. Yeah, it could be. I'm not gonna lie. Based on this first half performance, so frustrating. Like I'm under the weather, so I feel lethargic, but I feel like my team's playing that same way as well. Like they are playing with no energy, no real drive today. Well done, Doku. What should I say? Well done, Bradley. Doku with the run there. Alistair. Versus Salah. Oh, just waiting for this half-time whistle to be blown now. And that's the half-time whistle. And that's half-time. Man City 2, Liverpool 0. What a terrible first half. Literally, Robertson and Van Dijk speaking to a referee there, but to be fair, I don't feel like this team have performed to a good level. You know, we have had moments where, you know, it's not gone our way. The penalty, for example, wasn't a penalty in my opinion. I think Doku played that, or should I say, you know, dived as the goalkeeper came into that sort of center of the position. And the Van Dijk header for me should have stood. So yeah, bit of a disappointing one. But you know, having said that, despite those two moments, I don't think Liverpool have done enough to really pose a threat to Man City. So something needs to change, whether it's a different mentality or different approach to the game or personal change. I think it's going to be both. So let's see what Arsenal does at halftime. Until then, we'll take a short break, and once we return, I'll present some sort of tactical sort of tweaks that we can do. Maybe it will affect the game, but yeah, let's see what happens in the second half. So yeah, I'll be back with you guys very, very shortly. Oh, welcome back to the second half. See a couple comments here from Phil saying you ain't said a word in 6 minutes. That was before the halftime, so I didn't see the comments before I logged off. Yeah, I was speechless. I don't have nothing to say. So yeah, fortunately, I was a bit quiet there. Have I gone for a cigarette? No, I haven't gone for a cigarette. But I'm back. Just needed to take a step away from the hot seat. Yeah, we're back. As I've just noticed, no changes to the lineup of Liverpool, which is a bit of a slight concern, if I'm being brutally honest. I for maybe one or two tweaks. Um, but let's see. Let's see what happens. Um, well, Mohamed Salah's on that right hand side. See, can he shoot? No. Man City defending number there, about 6, 7 players in the back line there. Back to Bradley. Poor touch there. I think that was Robbo. Foul there on for Man City. O'Reilly, oh, that's a great cross there from O'Reilly. Doku, just not on the save wavelength. That should have been 3-0, and for me, that would have been completely game over for Liverpool. Ground back to verse Liverpool on the counter now. To Salah. Alistair to Salah. Verts is on the right side, has a bit more free role right now for the team. Even though I said that, I'm a little surprised by the lack of substitutions. It's really difficult to kind of pick who would have been substituted just because I'll be honest with you, not no one's been great. So Szoboszlai, I mean, Verts is the only one that's trying to make things happen. He's trying to add that creative spark into the team. Salah set to take another corner kick. His delivery for the first corner kick was really, really good. Let's see if we can do a repeat of that moment. Corner kick taken. Oh, come on. That was not a foul on a City player there. City are just getting everything right now, aren't they? Let's be honest. Yeah, but what about Guardiola holding on to McAllister there? Just because McAllister didn't fall to ground. Oh, so frustrating. Let's have a look at the bench and see what options we can bring in this half. So we've got Joe Gomez, Endo, Kirkes, Isak, Chiesa, Jones, Gakpo, Woodman, and Gamoa. So expect Jones to come on at some point, even though I don't think look, no one's been great, but I don't know, it's a bit of a difficult one. I'm trying to think, whoever comes on, are they going to impact the game? Kirkes will bring energy on that left hand side, but for me, he's very fragile defensively right now due to lack of confidence. Joe Gomez would come on as either better. Hold on a second, guys. Salah. Ah, keeping us really well to get that ball away. Or was it Diaz? I'm not too sure. Brownberg fouled on the right hand side. No, definitely onside. Salah, could he have stretched and passed it forward to Ekitike? I was hoping he would have, but maybe just wasn't able to do so. Suppose like the free kick. Lovely delivery. Blocked by, I think that was Gonzalez. Doku running the ball. Nice there from Bradley. Take him out. I don't really care at this stage. It's got to be done. You'll get a booking for that. Better start from Liverpool in the second half, but this position worries me. It's a great distance for Man City to exploit. They definitely got players that can exploit this area with this direct free kick. It looks like Savinho's coming on. Thinking he may come in to replace Cherky. Cherky hasn't been involved in today's game. Yeah, it looks like he is Cherky then. And Savinho looked electric against Dortmund midweek in the Champions League as well. So concerned. Liverpool need to make some changes after this set piece. I think we really do. I don't know how fit Isak is, but if he's on the bench, I'm expecting him to be a viable option as well. So maybe he'll come on at some point. But I would like to see the likes of Chiesa, Gakpo, Jones to make an appearance. And I'll probably add Isak to that list as well. Those are the four players that I'm looking towards. Yes, me. Savinho, low cross blocked there by Van Dijk. Instant impact from the Brazilian. That Phil Foden taking a corner? Yes, it is. See his corner taken. McAllister with the clearance, but no one is up top. Doku. Oh, great piece of skill from Doku. Honestly, unstoppable on that left wing. It's nutmeg Gravenberg there. Oh, he's on one today. He definitely is. So what's like nice pass to Verts. That's a foul. Come on, ref. No yellow? What happened there, ref? Forgot your cards. That's an easy yellow there. Come on, that's a blatant yellow card. From when Gary Neville's surprised, that's when you know something's up. So Kirkes and Gakpo coming on. So Kirkes replacing Robertson like for like. I think that was going to happen at some point just because we lack that energy on that left hand side. And now Gakpo would be replacing Verts, I would assume, directly. No, it's Ekatike. So a like for like substitution. So I'd assume Gakpo would lead the line. So that would also indicate to me that Isak is not actually fully fit. I think it will be Gakpo through the middle. He played there in the previous game and looked decent when he came on. So was like the free kick, headed away. Kirkes. Oh, terrible pass there from Kirkes. So is Verts playing more centrally now? Don't agree with that. I would have played Gakpo through the middle and Verts remaining in his left wing position. Good interception there from Szoboszlai. Verts to Conor Bradley. Low cross. Oh! Nico Gonzalez almost scoring a spectacular on goal there. Ryan Verts with the corner kick. Nah, couldn't beat the first man there. Poor set piece there from the German. Oh, that's really. And that to Gakpo. That's Bradley Salah. Oh, Gakpo! On the near post. Skied that shot there. Great player from Liverpool. Lovely cross from Conor Bradley. It's the perfect cross. Oh, Gakpo should have buried that. Ah, that's a shocking finish there. Ozzie in the comments said, "Oh, Gakpo had to finish that, Ozzie. Come on, man. Yeah, he should have finished there. No excuses there. Pretty much put on a plate for him. It's the perfect cross from Bradley. Got another corner kick now. Oh no, thought we had a corner kick. It's a free kick to Chelsea, Man City. Oh, Bradley. Sorry, Konate. Full pass there. Doku finding himself in more central positions. Yeah. Salah, good interception. Verts has the ball now. Oh, through to Salah. Ah, that was a good ball there. So what I was telling Verts he should have passed it to him. I agree. I thought that pass was the clear cut one there, but I think Verts tried to be different. And he's onside. So if had he gone through, it would definitely have been through on goal. And that goal would have stood if he'd found the back of the net. Good tackle there from McAllister. Kirkes smashes it on Bernardo Silva's head. Love it. Please do that again. Good cross there. Okay, with a shot. Oh God, this is like Ismail Assar. They only turn up when it's Liverpool. Because I don't see him scoring goals like that throughout the season. What a finish. You can't really say much more than that, can you? It's not our day today, is it? So look, it's a spectacular strike. I was thinking maybe the keeper could have done better there. No, don't mean to be picking too much, but I feel like Konate could have done better there as well. Got beaten way too easily, in my opinion. He's had a stinker. Not because of that moment there alone. I don't think he's had a good game altogether. And City pretty much, you know, labeled him as the weakness in this Liverpool team because they've targeted him, whether it's allowing him to have possession of the ball, um, and pressing on him where he feels uncomfortable. It's led to those kind of moments, and even in those type of moments where you're supposed to defend, you're supposed to be on your toes. Too heavy footed there, didn't move quick enough, and therefore Liverpool are conceding 3 goals to 0. Unfortunately, Liverpool just got to make sure it doesn't get more embarrassing because They're in form right now. They are playing with real confidence, real energy. Liverpool, complete opposite. They've been better all the way around. They've been first on the ball, but on its own. What can he do? He's trying to find an opening in front of him. So he's drifting out wide now, and obviously he's got about 2, 3 players around him. So Aaron Neville talking absolute nonsense as well, saying Verts has been at muscle throughout the whole game. No, he hasn't. Yes, he got pushed in that moment there, but he's been our only decent player today, if I'm being honest, alongside probably Szoboszlai. No, the rest have been average at best. So I'm being polite there. No, I see this all over the place today. Look how deep Liverpool are right now. McAllister and Granberg literally playing centre back right now. They got Van Dijk on the left, Konate on the right. Honestly, I gotta keep going. And the game's not finished yet. Got to try and make it as competitive as possible. Oh, risky pass there. Liverpool still have the ball though. Nate, Bradley. Oh, come on. He's got blocked by 2 players there. No free kick. Literally everything's against us today. That's how it feels like. 12 against 11 on the pitch. Might even say 14 with the linesmen involved as well. Salah. Oh, Salah unable to find that cross. Well, with the way with clearance there. Liverpool find the ball through Gakpo, McAllister. I'm back. That's a poor pass there from Szoboszlai. There we go, Doku. Yeah, let's nudge him out the way now. Just assault him. To do, Steve, pick up your sources. Ozzy, I don't want to see you give 10 ratings for every player in your rating show today. Tell it like it is. Yeah, today is not. It's not gonna be. No one's even close to a 10. Um, well, no. If I'm doing analysis of Man City, of course, Doc is probably the only one that gets a 10, and probably more so than not. But no, no, no. There's no Liverpool player that deserves anywhere close to that rating. So yeah, I'll be very transparent in my assessment of each player today. I've been very, very disappointed with everyone. So no, nothing. It's not the Real Madrid game. We're not gonna have 10 out of 10 for everyone. It's going to be more realism than usual. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Why are the fans booing? The ball is literally where it's supposed to be. It's just that he threw it in the exact location. Relax. Plus, you guys are winning 3-0. What are you lot jeering about for? So what's like to Salah? Salah trying to square it too badly. Goes out for a throw in. Didn't quite make it past the corner flag. Was like skips past O'Reilly perfectly there. Low cross, the perfect cross, but no one attacking there. But that's because we don't have a striker on the pitch. We've got Florian Wirtz playing as a false nine, it appears. Why do we not have a focal point in this team? I know Ekitike wasn't active today, but if you're not going to play Isak because he's not quite fully fit, play Chiesa up top. We got to have a player of real, striking intent playing further up the pitch. That's not his game. His game is to play in, deeper roles and try and be the creative spark in the team rather than the goal scorer. So I'm surprised that Chiesa hasn't come on or Isak, but at the same time, am I surprised? Remember, since Arnold Slot doesn't rate Chiesa for whatever reason. So let's see. 72 minutes played, plenty of time to at least give it a go. Can't just let them walk past us like it's nothing. So ah, disappointing. Disappointing end to the week because of course we've had two back-to-back wins against Villa and Real Madrid, and you're thinking things are on the up now. Doesn't look like it's to be the case. Man City are set to make a substitution, and it's Doku coming off. And let's be honest, let's be neutral. He's been fantastic today. Probably gave Vinicius Junior a lesson in terms of what to do against Conor Bradley. Conor Bradley did have a few moments where he made some blocks, but I would have to say Doku had the upper hand today, and that finish as well just kind of sealed the deal. So now we've got Mamadashvili. I'm all over the shop today, honestly. That's still under the weather. Uh, Omar Mamouche is coming on to replace him. I don't know if he'll play on the left. He can play on the wings. And now we've got Curtis Jones coming on. Who's he replaced? He's replaced McAllister so like for like substitution. Yeah, it's all good, but why do we not have a striker on the pitch? We're 3-0 down. Why don't we just go for it? Versus not gonna score a hat trick now, is he? So I'm quite surprised by this approach from the coach. So Boslai, great drive with the ball, but unfortunately the pass just wasn't there. Konate up against Erling Haaland. Mamouche, good block there by Conor Bradley there. Jones to Szoboszlai, through to Salah. Salah on the run there. O'Reilly does really well to get the ball away from Salah. We need a striker, so we're not going to cross from that space now, are we? Oh, so frustrating. That's it. We need Isak on build up, Daz. Yeah, we probably should have bought him on 10, 15 minutes ago, if I'm being honest with you. But I don't think he's fully fit. I've been saying it all week. I don't think he's fully fit. I would have been very surprised if he was involved today. I know he's on the bench, but I think he's just making up the numbers. Like even the set piece we've got now, of course, Bar, Konate, and Van Dijk, and probably Gakpo as well due to his height. We don't really have an attacking threat on goal. So very, very disappointing that Slot hasn't gone for it as such, and he's kind of accepted the fate, which is a defeat, and a 3-0 defeat as well. Yeah, it's a bit disappointing. I'm not gonna lie. Even if you're trailing like this, you still gotta give it a go. You gotta try your best. You never know in football, right? We should know. We're the comeback kings in certain moments. So of course, I'm not saying we're gonna go on and equalize or win the game even, but you gotta give it a go. We're not even trying now. Because of the cross, like Van Dijk is our striker right now. Like, come on, gotta do better here. Szoboszlai with a shot. Oh, what a shot from Szoboszlai! Absolute rocket there. Szoboszlai's the only one playing with real aggression, real energy today. Lovely shot there. Just straight at the keeper. If it was on the corner, then of course, obviously speaking, it would have gone in the goal. But Ozzie in the comments saying utterly disappointed by everyone's performance tonight. Yeah, there's only about two or three players I feel like have done okay, but not even to their standard, I would say. Yeah, three players offside there. And Gakpo on the left hand side. He's onside, I think he is. Yes, he is. With the cross. What's the point of putting Gakpo on the pitch when there's no striker? We barely have anyone in the area right now. So who's he going to cross it to? These tactics don't make sense. Back in the day when you didn't have a striker or you didn't have a physical presence up top, you just put your biggest centre back. But at least you've got a target in the goal, right? We don't have a target. And yes, we used to play with Firmino back in the day, who's a specialist in that false nine role. But Salah and Gakpo are not playing like inside forwards. they're not ahead of um Verts right now. They're still out wide. Tactics are all wrong, in my opinion. Completely wrong. And it's like we just want to get through the game and just go home or go on our holidays because obviously the players are on international break. Also, probably take another trip to Dubai. Make it make sense. Disappointing, honestly. And it's not just the defeat. Of course, it's never nice to lose 3-0, but it's the effort. We've been so lackluster today. That's what disappoints me more than anything else. Salah through on goal. He's just missed the post. Oh, yeah, unlucky though. Salah's the only goal threat we have. Like he's the one actually trying to get onto end of something. Excuse me. Gakpo to Kerkez. Kerkez trying to do the first time cross there. Just didn't get the connection. See the idea, but the execution unfortunately wasn't done properly due to the defender being so close to Kerkez in that moment. Savinho up against Van Dijk, Mamouche. Verts to Szoboszlai. Is he offside? Disappointing. I thought it was onside there, to be fair, but obviously we don't have the luxury of looking at replays because they won't show replays of Liverpool moments like that. Looks like Joe Gomez is coming on. Not sure why. Maybe to close up shop. I get it, but that sounds like such a defeated attitude, isn't it? Just to bring on an extra defender when you're 3-0 down because you're worried about conceding more. That's not the Liverpool way. That's not how we are built as a team. Foden to O'Reilly. O'Reilly has a shot, but poor effort there from the young player. I think he's hurt his. Nah, he's not hurt. He's just got cramp. His body language was all wrong there. Like that moment, you're supposed to, keep your body a bit down. He was, too far up. He pretty much skied it, sliced it over the bar as well. Jesus coming on for the last 10 minutes. Come on. What are you doing? Why last 10 minutes? And he's replacing Verts. So he was going to, it's a like for like substitution. where Chiesa's up top. I spoke about this about 10, 15 minutes ago. That's what should have been done before I even made that comment. I.e., that should have been done about 20, 30 minutes ago. Ridiculous. And imagine if he scores as well, I'll be even more irritated. It's just simple logic. You take off a striker, bring another striker on. We don't need to play the false nine stuff. We don't really play with false nine. So what are we doing? So look, Chiesa, first touch, touches the ball down, knocks it down, finds Salah on that right hand side. Instant impact because he knows how to play that striker role. Oh, Salah's offside. But you see my sentiment there in terms of Chiesa having an instant impact. Nice push to the ground. What's going on? Why are they just showing us Pep Guardiola? I don't care about Pep Guardiola. Show me the action. Gomez. Okay. Go back. Not strong on the ball there. Chiesa with the pressing. I'm only shaking my head because I know what Chiesa brings to the table, but why has he been brought on last 8 minutes of the game? That's what I find annoying about Arne Slot. Like his substitutions this season have to be questionable because he's not making them substitutions at the right time. Mamos dives into Joe Gomez against a free kick, but when we get bashed around, nothing happens to us. Oh, supposed lie. See what's trying to do there. Find Salah offside. No, he looked miles offside there. O'Reilly, yeah, keep going with those shots. Film. Got forward the ball. Thank you, Jerkes. What kind of pass was that? Just wobbling over all over the pitch. Come on, keep it on the ground. He's running in the corner. Jones. Forgot Jones was even on the pitch. He's barely touched the ball. Salah trying to find someone. I don't know who he's trying to find. That was a terrible cross. I don't know why people are surprised that Isak hasn't played today. I didn't think he was fully fit. You can't just come back from a groin injury and train for 1 day and think you're going to be playing the game. It's not possible. As in, it is possible, but it's very risky. And with his injury record so far, you don't take those kind of risks. And at what cost? If we brought him on now, it would have made sense. That's what I was saying more so. Bring on Chiesa, bring in a focal point up top. And we brought it on with like a few minutes left of the game. Ridiculous. To lose, see if the comment says these standards are unacceptable for a club with Liverpool stature. Completely agree. Completely agree with you. It's just unacceptable. 3 minutes of stoppage time. Can't wait for this game to end. Honestly, it's been such a terrible performance. Nice ball from Haaland to Mamush. Not sure why Mamush let that roll through like that. Should have been direct with that ball. Apply that first touch. I thought it was a great pass from Haaland. He was that on the ground. What happened there? Was it groundwork or Szoboszlai? I don't remember. Let's have a look. No, Szoboszlai. Get out, man. Who cares? Foden with the shot. That's wise. Oh, to lose to the points, and again we have to sit and stew over a bad loss of international break. That is true, actually. 2 weeks. From my point of view, I'm probably, slightly relieved because, as I mentioned, I'm a bit under the weather, so I feel like I'm lacking the energy today. But watching Liverpool today felt draining even more so than not. So maybe international break would be a good one just to recharge. But from the team's point of view, yeah, it's a weird one because when you lose like this, you want to try and get back onto the training ground and fix things or try and find solutions and just go again. But with a stop-start, part of the season where you got international breaks, it's a bit annoying. And then now you have to wait for the players to come back to discuss, what can be done to improve this team going forward. But of course, I'm sure we'll have that discussion at some point during the international break where we'll try and deep dive what we can do. In the last international break, I did a whole video about solutions. Might just have to re-upload that again. So my thinking hasn't changed too much the same thing, but Yeah, it is what it is in that regards. Deuce says can't stand this. Double D, big up Double D as always. He says diabolical, diabolical indeed. And that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you to Ozan. Thank you to Steve. Thank you to Dad. And thank you to Double D. Appreciate your engagement as always, guys. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, this one. Yeah, it's a bit of a sore one to take. To be fair, just because we didn't really give it a fight, we just handed in this victory, and that's what hurts more so than not. But yeah, we'll have a bit more of a detailed discussion hopefully later on this evening at 11 p.m. UK times. Normally when I do my match reaction shows, so make sure to tune in for that. If you'd like to call in and have your say, you are welcome to hit that link and come on the show and yeah, express yourself. Whether it's I don't say good or bad, it's probably going to be bad. So yeah, vent, use the show for therapy, whatever you want to do. You're more than welcome to come on and use the show as an open platform to vent and release all that anger and aggression. Because I know some fans are probably feeling it, but yeah, we'll have to wait until then. Just one more comment here from W says they did not even have to be the great because we were so bad. Yeah, that's the disappointing thing. Like City played well, but I don't think they were at their best. Like they didn't have to go past second gear, and that's my concern. That the application and the desire shown by the players was not there. It wasn't to be seen. So that's my concern with this team. And those questions we had about Onslaught will, of course, reappear. I'm not trying to sound like a sort of a negative Liverpool fan. I'm not saying, oh, he should be sacked or anything to that nature. But what I'm saying is we have to evaluate the managers, or should I say the coaches' tactics, especially today. The tactics were all wrong. And even when we were 3-0 down, I'm not expecting us to, you know, challenge the team because it's very hard to do that mentally. But at least give it a go. And we didn't do that today. So that's what, is concerning me. And I feel like the two performances that we had against Villa and Real Madrid kind of out the window now because we're back to square one again. So yeah, it's not been a great day, not a great performance from Liverpool. Um, I wouldn't say we deserved anything from the game. So, well done to City. I think it was a well-deserved win for them, a comfortable win, if I'm being brutally honest. And maybe we could have even scored more goals, to be honest with you. But no, overall, disappointed from the red half. But we'll have a little chat about it later on today and go into more detail. But that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Take care, stay safe, and I hope to speak with you all later on this evening. Goodbye.